What's up guys, Mainly Hockey Cards here, and today I'm continuing to talk about who I believe are the best players to invest in from each division in the NHL. Today we're shifting to and talking about the Central Division. Starting up north, the Winnipeg Jets are the lone Canadian team in the Central and have enjoyed varying degrees of success since becoming a team again in 2011. For me, the best investments currently are Mark Scheifele, Connor Hellebuyck, and Kyle Connor. Three players that have been staples of the franchise and been major players in their success. It was hard to leave players like Blake Wheeler, Nikolai Ehlers, and Pierre-Luc Dubois out of my top three, but it had to be done. The Minnesota Wild are an up-and-coming team in the U.S., and all starts with the youth movement and none other than Kirill Kaprizov. After that, though, it's tough to say. I feel that hobby-wise, Kevin Fiala and Joel Eriksson-Ek are kind of battling each other. Marco Rossi is up and coming, but we don't exactly know when that debut will be made. And I think an honorable mention is Kaapo Kähkönen, who looks like he has a bright future ahead, but has shown inconsistency over his first couple seasons. Moving on, the Colorado Avalanche is just a nutty team with so many great players to invest in. I think that the clear-cut two best players to invest in are Nathan MacKinnon and Cale Makar, as they're both among the top 5 players in the league in their respective positions. But the Avalanche just have so much investment potential beyond that. Gabriel Landeskog, who's had an awesome career. Mikko Rantanen, a player I think is wildly undervalued still. Bowen Byram looks to be the second half of Makar for the foreseeable future. And then they have younger guys in the wings like Alex Newhook. Lots of players that will see a rise in value. The Dallas Stars are a confusing team that is a good mix of young and old players. They've had a couple weird seasons in a row, going from the final to out of the playoffs to this year, which has been marred by inconsistency and a remarkable ability to hit the post. The players with the most promising investment potential I believe to be Miro Heiskanen and Jason Robertson. Heiskanen is a franchise defenseman, and Robertson looks like he's the real deal too after his rookie season. I think that Rupe Hintz, Jake Ottinger, and Thomas Harley are the next 3 younger players to invest in. However, if you're looking for veterans that have had spectacular careers, Joe Pavelski, Jamie Benn, and Tyler Seguin have all had that success. Next, the Chicago Blackhawks have had a rough couple of weeks, and it's left a pretty nasty black eye on the franchise. While this may not be popular right now, Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane are both future Hall of Famers and will always command high hobby values. Alex DeBrincat and Kirby Dach look next in line and are going to be really great offensive players for years to come. Will they live up to Kane and Toews? Unlikely, but we won't cross it out. I'd also like to put Marc-Andre Fleury on this list. While he hasn't had a great season, he's had a spectacular career and his cards will always demand value. Moving on to their rivals, the St. Louis Blues are only a few years removed from a Stanley Cup victory, and they're still a very competitive hockey team. I think that Jordan Binnington and Ryan O'Reilly will see consistent appreciation and value over the long run, but the Blues really have a bunch of guys that could see upticks in value soon. Robert Thomas, Pavel Buchnevich, Jake Neighbors, Jordan Kyrou, and last but not least, because I don't know where I should put him, Vladimir Tarasenko, who seems to have found another gear again, with 11 points in 9 games to start the season. I'd have Tarasenko next to O'Reilly and Binnington, but the question is this just a start to get him out of St. Louis, or is this a sign of things to come? I guess that remains to be seen. The Nashville Predators are in a weird limbo of rebuilding and also trying to compete. Pekka Rinne is out, which is weird to say the least, but UC Saros is in and looks like the real deal. Adding to that, Philippe Forsberg and Roman Josi are 2 fantastic players whose values I do believe will hold in the long run. I think that Eeli Tolvanen is a young player worth watching closely as he's shown significant upside, but still hasn't put it all together. If we're looking further down the line, Philip Tomasino has looked very promising in the limited action he's seen. Lastly, oh God, the Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes are really, really, really bad this year, and there aren't a lot of positives coming out of the desert. As of the timing of this video, they still have not won a game. One of their positive storylines, though, is their goaltender, Karel Vejmelka, who I believe has to be in the Calder voting despite not winning a game yet. However, he doesn't have cards. I think your best investments for players actually with cards would be Clayton Keller, Jacob Chychrun, Victor Soderstrom, and Barrett Hayton. It's not a lot, but it's something. In terms of veterans, Phil Kessel's on the team, has had a spectacular career, and I think he's pretty much a cult icon of hockey. So what do you guys think of this video? Do you see better investments for each of these teams? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Thanks everyone.